Hi, I'm Lance Westbrooks, Director of Sports for the Association for the Middle Tennessee of YMCA. First of all, I just want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to be a part of our program, to take time to watch this video and learn how we operate our program. Our hope is that through watching this video, your questions will be answered and you'll be better prepared for a successful season. As we get ready to launch this season, please know that our staff is busily working to try to get the season ready, and so our response time may be a little bit shortened as a result. But your questions and your needs are still important to us. So please send us an email, leave us a phone message, and we will get back to those within a 24-hour period. I also am wanting to remind everybody that once the schedule is posted, that any cancellation of games or practices will be sent through Y Game Time. So if it is raining or snowing and there is question as to whether or not the game or practice has been canceled, please go ahead and prepare to go to the venue, because we will only send out a notification if there is a cancellation. Otherwise, the schedule will go forward as it was originally posted. I am also the person who is over our coaches' clearance process. I have probably already communicated with you at some point and asked you for information as far as filling out your application, getting your background check submitted, as well as completing the course on concussion protocol and child abuse prevention. Our goal is to get everybody cleared well in advance to the start of the season, and so this is a top priority. It may seem very difficult to get all of these things done in a timely fashion. However, we want you to know that our goal is to keep all of the people that would possibly hurt a child away from our program, and so that is why we have as many steps in the process as we do. We're trying to protect your children, our children, and make sure that we run a safe, healthy program. Whenever you receive a communication from Paycom, it could possibly go into either your trash or your junk mail folder, especially if you have a Gmail account. So please keep an eye on those two folders if you have been told that you are to receive a background check and you have yet to see it. Oftentimes we find that our participants are having difficulties because of the filters which are set up in Gmail. We have not had that same experience with other platforms, and so our hope is to guide you through that process as seamlessly as possible. Whenever you go into Paycom and set up your password, please be sure to write down the password and save that for whenever you receive future communications. Also, the application portion is different from where you complete the two different trainings. So you will not go back into the application. However, you will access the additional information through the Paycom account. We will send you a written communication which outlines this process to try to make it easier for you and to help you to get through it. However, if you have any problems along the way, don't hesitate to reach out to me or your site program director, and we will be happy to give you the guidance that you would need to be able to complete the process. That's all that I have for you today. I'm going to pass the mic to Luke Tucker, and he's going to talk to you about how our uniforms are distributed for each season.
Hello everyone, my name is Luke Tucker and I'm the Robertson County Sports Director. First off, I just want to say thank you for everyone volunteering and taking your time to your dedication and your just time commitment means the world to us, and without your volunteering commitment, our program would not be successful. So for basketball, I'm just going to cover equipment and how our apparel works for our uniforms and everything, and I'll also talk about our Academy Sports Coupon. So for basketball, our jerseys are really simple. We provide only a jersey, so the only thing you can purchase for basketball season is a jersey. But we do a reversible system where you can purchase the jersey, use it in the winter and in the fall league as well. So once you purchase that one jersey and it still fits, you can use it as long as it still gets too small. You can also pass it down to younger siblings until they outgrow it as well. The game ball will be provided at games. However, if your child would like to purchase a ball for practice, the size of the ball for each division will come out in the written communication. For basketball, I encourage everyone to buy lace-up tennis shoes. We do not encourage Velcro at all, so just make sure your child's laces are tied tightly. And we also encourage everyone to bring a water bottle to practice as well. And lastly, I would like to discuss our Academy Sports coupon. It will be on our Y Game Time website in the announcement section where you can access it. You can use it freely however you like. You can purchase stuff for the upcoming season, or you can use it for personal use. If you guys have trouble accessing it, just reach out to one of the site directors and we'll be able to get you in touch with it.
Hello, my name is Braden Hammond. I am the Regional Sports Director for Williamson County, and I specifically run the Brentwood location. So if you're there, great, you're going to see a lot of me. First of all, I just want to go ahead and start by saying thank you so much for being a part of this program as a coach. We could not do this without you. We wouldn't be able to host any amount of teams that we do. So I truly, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate everything that you guys do for us as a coach. We will release the season no later than the Thursday before the season starts. So be on the lookout for that email. It may come late afternoon on Thursday, but there will be an email that comes out that releases the rosters as well as the season to everyone on that Thursday. So make sure you're looking for that. If you haven't been cleared, you will not be able to get your roster. So make sure that you complete the clearance process that Lance spoke about earlier. If you do not complete that, like I said, you will not get your roster that day until the clearance is completed. So we need you to make sure that those items are completed. You can expect when you do get your roster that the roster size will be at maximum capacity. Just know that we are pretty much filling up in every one of our divisions, so we want to make sure that we communicate that to you, that you will probably be at max capacity for every one of your teams if you're coaching multiple teams, and you'll probably be at max capacity if you're coaching one team with that team. So just know that you will be at max capacity. Practice schedules will be in the notes section on the page of your team. So when you go into Y Game Time, you'll see that there is a notes section under your team after you click it. Practice schedule will be there. Every team gets one practice a week, so make sure you direct your parents to that as well. We will also have the game schedules posted and published in the system by the end of the first week of practice. So if you get to that point and they haven't been up to that point, they will be up at that point at the latest. So make sure you check there. They may be up before then, but we want to make sure that we tell you guys the last possible moment that they can be placed on the system. Please reach out to your team as soon as you get your roster, if at all possible. If you can't right away, just do it before the season starts officially. So if that's the weekend before, that's fine. Just make sure you are releasing information about who you are as the coach and about any information you want to give to the parents or anything about the team that you're planning on coaching. We do ask that you only have one assistant coach on the sideline during games. The reason we do that is to protect the referees, to protect the players. We want to make sure that we don't have anybody basically intimidating or anything like that. We've had some issues in the past with some things of that nature occurring, so we're just wanting to limit that possibility altogether. So again, only one assistant coach on the sideline with the head coach during games. During practices, I don't care if you have 15 assistant coaches, it's totally fine. If every parent wants to help you during practice, totally fine with that. Just make sure during games you only have one assistant coach on the sideline with you. That's very important. We're going to make sure that you do that you follow that rule. That is something that's very important to us in this program. So make sure, again, during games, only one assistant coach with the head coach on the sideline with the players. Rules, specific dates of the season, blackout dates, and picture dates will be sent to you and everyone else when we release the season. They'll be specific to each site. So whatever site you're at, you'll get information at that time when we release the season with all those specific dates and information that is site specific. So if you have any questions about any of that, when you do get that information, reach out to your site director, whoever that may be, and they will answer any of those questions at that time. Again, all that information will be released to everyone, including you, as well as all the participants, parents, and everything of that nature. So please make sure, if you want to communicate it, great. More people communicating it, the better. But we want to make sure we communicate to you guys as well as everyone as well. So they will get that information on top of whatever you send them. Thanks again for coaching, and look forward to seeing you all out there.
Hello, thank you all for watching us today. I appreciate all you're doing for us as coaches. These leagues would not be possible without the support we get from dedicated volunteers such as yourselves. My name is Matt Green. I'm the site director for the Donaldson YMCA, the North Rutherford YMCA, the Margaret Maddox YMCA, and the Northwest YMCA. Today, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some of our tech stuff that we offer to help support our leagues. YGameTime.com, which is our league website where we host all of our schedules and season information, and Mojo Sports, which is a really cool sports app that we have that we believe could be supportive to you as coaches. I'll start with YGameTime.com. This is an important tool that we use because it is where we host our schedules, season information, and it is also where we will send out any updates or important information to you from. If you've never visited YGameTime.com, it's pretty easy. There's no login, there's no sign up. You just go to YGameTime.com, you find your sport, your division, and you can see the full game schedule. We're not able to put practice schedules into the calendar on YGameTime.com, but we list that under each team under the notes section. So you'll be able to see your practice under your team name under notes. It'll say Jones 2017 practices Tuesdays 5 o'clock field 3. You'll be able to see an example of that when you go to YGameTime.com. We also have the announcement section on YGameTime.com. This is where we'll list any season information you may need, such as important dates, picture day schedules. Our Academy League Day coupon will be listed in there, and all kinds of other information if we need to get to you. Another important thing you need to do with YGameTime.com is sign up to receive alerts. There are several spots on YGameTime.com that you can click on to receive these alerts. This is where we'll send out any information that needs to get out quickly, such as weather or other changes to our schedule. If we have a cancellation due to rain, if we have a cancellation due to the field being run over by a pack of rhinos, who knows what could come up. All these things have happened in the past. Our first means of communicating to you will be by sending an alert through YGameTime.com. So it's important that you and your teams all sign up for that. One thing we've encouraged coaches to do in the past is at the end of your first practice, gather all the other parents together, have everybody pull out their phones, go to YGameTime.com together and sign up for alerts all there at the same time. That'll help you out as a coach because that way you know that all your parents have signed up to receive an alert. So if you get an alert from us, you know your parents have got it as well. So we would encourage you to do that at the end of your first practice just to get everybody organized and on the same page. YGameTime.com also has maps where we have locations listed. So if you're not familiar with where the fields are, the addresses and locations are all listed there. We also have a coaches corner where we have some helpful information for coaches you may want to check out, and a parent section where we have FAQs and other things listed for helping out there. So just whenever you get a chance, go to YGameTime.com, start browsing around, familiarize yourself with it. You'll start seeing updates coming from us through YGameTime as we get closer to the season, so keep an eye out for those. All right, and the other item I wanted to cover with you all today is the Mojo Sports app. This is a really cool coaching tool that we came across a couple years ago, and we've been recommending it to our coaches ever since. It's not a paid thing that we get any money for. We're not sponsored by Mojo. It's just a really useful tool that we think can be helpful to you all, and we wanted to share it with you. The Mojo Sports app is a great tool that basically builds your practices for you. When you go to Mojo Sports, you'll put in all your team information. You'll say what sport you're coaching, what age group you have, what your roster size is, how long you have for practice, and what the skill level of your team is. And Mojo Sports will take it from there and build an entire practice for you. The practices it builds, they're really easily laid out for you to see what they are and how they're explained. There's notes that show you how to do the drill, and each of the drills will also have a video included with it that shows you how to do the drills there. You can go through there and see all the different drills available. If there's a drill you don't think will be good for your team, you can even swap it out. There's a little swap button at the bottom of each drill, and it'll pull up a list of other drills that you can do as well. I also think it can be a helpful tool for even experienced coaches because you can pull up the full database of activities and drills that they have listed without it building an entire practice for you. So if you're at that last practice of the season where you just need one or two more ideas to get you over the hump, you can very easily go to Mojo Sports, just pull out one activity, one drill from the list. They're divided up by what type of activity, what type of skill they work on, so they're really easy to navigate. Pull up one extra drill, throw it into your practice, and you'll be good to go. Mojo also has a communication feature where you can add your roster into Mojo and you can use it to communicate with your teams. That's not something you necessarily have to do, but if it's something you want to do, by all means, go for it. It lets the team see what practices are scheduled for, what you have coming up if you've put the drills into the Mojo Sports app. Just a cool feature that you can check out and use should you need to. It can be helpful if you're trying to figure out a way to keep in touch with your team. Originally, Mojo Sports was primarily focused on soccer, but over the last couple of years, it's greatly expanded what it offers for flag football as well. Russell Wilson of the Denver Broncos is one of the primary investors and is on the board for Mojo Sports, so that's led to a big expansion of what they offer for flag football. They've got, just like soccer, they've got drills, activities that you can run for practice, but it also has playbooks. So if you're looking for new play ideas or if you're a new coach starting from scratch, it has entire playbooks available on the Mojo app that you can go through. If you just need one or two new plays, you can pick them out. If you need a whole playbook, it's got that too. And much like in soccer, it's all divided up by what type of play it is, what type of activity it is, what skill it's going to work on if it's a drill. Really useful, really helpful, that we think, like I said, it can be good for brand new coaches or coaches who've been doing this forever.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And again, I want to reiterate what you've heard previously, that we cannot have a program without you. And so thank you so much for pouring your time, your energy, and your knowledge into our children, and for all of your contribution for the coming season. If you have further questions, don't hesitate to reach out to myself or to your particular location's director, and we will be happy to answer those questions as quickly as we can. We hope that you enjoy your season. We hope that it's a successful season, and let us know if you need anything. Have a great day.